We begin with a Fox News alert. Right now, we're awaiting a press conference to begin at any moment on the shooting at Brown University.
We expect officials to give us an update after learning a person of interest has been taken into custody. This comes after 2 students were killed. 9 others were injured when a gunman opened fire on campus yesterday.
Bryan Llenas joins us live in Providence, Rhode Island with the very latest. Hey, Bryan.
Good morning. So we expect that presser to start at any moment now with the latest information. But I just got off the phone with Coventry Police in Rhode Island, and they told me that this person of interest was caught at a hotel in Coventry that's about a half hour south of Providence, Rhode Island. It happened at about 3:45 this morning. And that timeline all makes sense when you realize that just a couple of hours later, Brown University sent out a statement ending the lockdown on the campus. But in just a couple of moments, at any moment now, we'll be hearing more about how they were able to track this individual that you see on your screen. This is the only video that they released of this person of interest, the suspected gunman, leaving the engineering building on campus immediately after that mass shooting inside of a classroom inside that building. We obviously will know momentarily how they were able to then track this individual from campus to that hotel in Coventry, about a half hour south from here. It's notable given the fact that over the last few hours now, this has been an active police scene on campus. They were not only asking the public for more video to help locate this person of interest, but they also had the university on lockdown up until about 5:45 this morning. They actually sent out an alert, Brown University did, saying, quote, Providence police have advised the university that the shelter-in-place order has ended for the entire Brown campus. However, police activity continues in areas that are still considered an active crime scene. Be advised that access to these areas of campus continues to be limited within the police perimeter, including Minden Hall and nearby apartment buildings. Community members who leave those buildings will be unable to return. It is important to follow instructions from law enforcement at all times. We do have a map of that perimeter. The law enforcement here, over 400 police officers, were told, set up a perimeter in the heart of Brown University, in which they methodically went building to building and have starting to evacuate students and staff in academic and administration buildings. They told students in residence halls to remain put. But nonetheless, ever since this shooting started at 4 p.m. Yesterday, this has been a manhunt and a methodical evacuation, all happening at the same time in the overnight hours. Students and staff being escorted out. Just a completely frightening situation at this Ivy League university, as we expect the police to tell us how they were able to track this person of interest down to Coventry, Rhode Island, who this person is, and maybe perhaps a motive. Guys.
Bryan, so the fact that this guy was apparently arrested a half hour south of Providence at a hotel, does that indicate that this was not a student?
No, I don't think we can say that. I just thought about when you asked me that question, Luigi Mangione, the situation in New York, how after that shooting, he took many different ways and buses and subways to try to escape the area. This could have been an escape, but I don't think it tells us anything about the particular individual. Maybe it's the person in their 30s who the police described. Maybe it's a student. We still don't know yet.
Right.
We had a young student from Brown University on earlier in the 6 o'clock hour. He was clearly shaken, traumatized, had been shuttling students back and forth all night from where they were sheltered back to their residences. My question to you, when we did speak to him, he mentioned that he knew one of the students who was killed. Do we know anything else about any of the students?
I think, Bryan, real quickly, we're going to do this. We're going to go to the press conference right now.
Okay.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.